everyone. Today we are going to talk about another popular questions that we usually get from almost everyone who asks about nutrition. Okay, which is how much calories do you need to eat in a day? But before we proceed to talk about this energy calculation formula, I think it's better for me to explain to you about the energy balance concept and the meaning of different terms that we use when we talk about this energy balance theory. Okay, so what is calorie and what is the relationship between calories and energy, and what is metabolism? Energy, we all understand what is the meaning of energy. All living objects need energy in order to survive, including us human beings. Our lung muscles need energy to breathe, our heart muscle need energy to pump, liver needs energy to detoxify, kidney needs energy to excrete extra water from your body, even your eye needs energy to blink. Your mouth and your throat muscles need energy to chew, to swallow, to talk. So you need to supply your body with sufficient amount of energy so that all these body function can be carried out properly. So what is calories? Calories is a unit to count energy. It's just that if you want to count bread, you go by one slice of bread, 2 slices of bread. If you want to count water, you go by 1 glass of water, 2 glasses of water, or 1 liter of water, 2 liters of water. So energy, you count by 1 calorie of energy, 2 calories of energy. Okay? Sometimes you will see calories spelled as CALORIES. Sometimes you will see the short form of calories will be KCAL. So KCAL, initially we read it as kilocalorie, but because many people confuse when they see K, they thought they have to add on 1000. So to make it simple, we read KCAL as calories. Now, calories is equal to KCAL. KCAL is a short form of calories. Alright? Just now, the body process that I mentioned to you are the things that will use up your energy. This one we call it as energy expenditure. The energy that you get from food and drinks, we call it as energy intake. So if your energy intake, the amount is equal to the energy expenditure, your weight will maintain, because whatever that you take in will be burned off through the energy expenditure. If your energy intake is higher than the expenditure, then you will gain weight, because your energy expenditure only burn off part of the intake only, and the remaining intake will be stored as fat. That's why you will gain weight. Okay? If your energy expenditure is higher than your energy intake, okay, then you will definitely lose weight, because whatever that you eat has already been burned off through the energy expenditure. And still not enough, what your body will do, your body will actually break down your fat tissues in order to get the extra amount of energy for the expenditure. Okay? So the theory is as simple as this. So now we talk about energy expenditure. The major component of energy expenditure comes from BMR, basal metabolic rate. The body process that I mentioned just now, the breathing, the heart pumping, the detoxification of the liver, are all metabolic process. Okay, so BMR is the energy that is required for this metabolic process to happen. So imagine now when you're sleeping, or you're at rest, or you're not moving, your body is still burning off calories, your body is still using up energy, because this metabolic process is ongoing. And it is contributing to 70% of your energy expenditure. So when someone tells you, hey, you need to do this exercise because it helps you to burn 1000 to 2000 calories, you know that the information is wrong already. Because that 1000 to 2000 calories is only possible to be used up through metabolic process, because the metabolic process lasts for 24 hours, right? Non-stop. But how much time you spend for exercise? At most also you can spend spend up to 3 hours for exercise in a day only, right? So how is that possible? You can burn 1,000 or 2,000 calories from exercise. That's why we always say that actually we have always overestimated the amount of calories that we can burn from exercise, right? Exercise is the second component of energy expenditure. We call it as PAL, physical activity level, and the contribution is only 20%, right? And the remaining 10% come from DIT, which is referring to diet-induced thermogenesis. It is actually the energy that will be released when the food is oxidized in our body. Okay, and that will actually contribute to 10% of energy expenditure. But we usually won't take this into consideration because it is too confusing and the studies about this DIT are too conflicting already. So we just disregard this DIT and we'll talk mainly about BMR and PAL. Okay. So when we want to calculate how much calories we need in a day, right, we will actually calculate our energy expenditure, right? So there are so many formulas that you can find from the internet and the social media and even from fitness YouTuber. Then the most common equation that we use is actually Harris-Benedict equation. Okay, but usually this formula is only used to calculate your BMR. So for example, this Harris-Benedict equation, right, the outcome of this formula will be the calories for your BMR. And after you get this outcome, right, you have to add on 10 to 50% for your physical activity. Only you can get your total energy expenditure. For example, now, if your BMR is 2,000 calories, and if you are a sedentary person, then you only need to add up 10% of your energy. So the formula goes like this. Your energy expenditure will be BMR multiplied by 1.1. If your BMR is 2,000, then the energy expenditure after adding up 10% will be 2,200 calories. And if you're a very active person, your exercise is very intense and you do it very frequently, then you probably need to add up 50% of your energy. So your formula goes like this. So BMR, total energy expenditure equals to BMR multiplied by 1.5. Then it will be, if your BMR is 2,000, then it will be 3,000 calories. Okay, so this is how you can calculate your energy expenditure. Alright, so how do you actually determine how much energy intake you need? Depends on your goal. If you want to lose weight, then you may want to deduct 500 calories from your total energy expenditure. For example, now your total energy expenditure is 2,200 calories. If you want to lose weight, minus 500 calories will be 1,007 calories. That is the calories that you need to eat in a day from your food and drinks. If you want to gain weight, then you have to add additional 500 calories on top of your energy expenditure. For example, now your energy expenditure is 2,200 calories, then you have to add 500 calories, which will give you 2,700 calories. And that is the amount of calories that you need to take in a day in order to gain weight. Right? Anyway, talking about these BMR calculation formulas, actually if you find from the internet or the social media, there are so many different types of formulas and equations that you can use to calculate your BMR. We have Harris-Benedict, we have Mifflin-St. John's, Schofield, you have quick method. Quick method means you multiply your body weight by 30, which means if let's say now your body weight is 50 kg, then you multiply by 30, it will be 1,005 calories, that will be your BMR. And then if you're sedentary, then you add on 10%, then your total energy expenditure will be about 1,006 calories a day. Okay, so if you really go and explore and calculate all the formulas, right, you will actually see the outcome of your energy expenditure has a huge difference between different formulas. And in fact, the studies that develop these formulas, right, usually they use Western population as the subjects. So the accuracy will be reduced if we apply these formulas on Asians. Okay? day, it is still important for you to again trial and error yourself to see how your body reacts to different amount of calories. Let's say now from Harris Benedict equation, your energy expenditure is 1006 calories. But if you try to eat 1006 calories in a week already, and end of the day, you find that you're not losing weight, but you're gaining weight. It means that 1006 calories is too much for you. Then you have to taper down to 1005 calories already. Right? About how can you actually know the calories from the food that you eat in a day, we will discuss about this in the next chapter. And if let's say this calorie counting process and calorie tracking process is too tedious for you, in the subsequent chapters we will talk about easier ways for you to control your calories. Okay, so see you again in the next chapter.